The 1959 Lincoln penny might look like an ordinary cent you'd find in your change jar, but what makes this coin special is that it marks the beginning of a brand new chapter in American coin history, and in some cases, it can be worth thousands of dollars. This was the very first year the US Mint introduced the Lincoln memorial design on the reverse side, replacing the old Wheatears design that had been used since 1909. That change alone makes the 1959 penny a milestone coin, the first of its kind. Collectors everywhere look for early strikes, unique errors, and pristine examples from this year because they represent the birth of a new era in Lincoln cents. The 1959 penny was minted in two locations: Philadelphia, which did not use a mint mark, and Denver, marked with a small D below the date. Both mints produced hundreds of millions of these coins, over 1.8 billion in total, so at first glance, it seems like there's nothing rare about them. But that's where the story gets interesting. Because this was a transition year, the minting process wasn't entirely smooth. Several fascinating mint errors occurred in 1959, and a few of them have become legendary. One of the most famous is the 1959D Mule penny, a mysterious error where a 1959D obverse was somehow struck with a 1958 wheat reverse instead of the new Lincoln Memorial reverse. Only one of these coins has ever been verified, and it's surrounded by controversy. Some experts say it's real. Others claim it's an altered coin, but if authentic, it could be worth well over $50,000, or even more to the right collector. Even beyond that mysterious mule, there are other valuable 1959 and 1959D errors that attract serious attention. These include double die obverse pennies, where the date or letters like "In God We Trust" appear doubled, repunched mint marks, where the D mint mark was stamped twice in slightly different positions, and off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned on the plancher. Depending on the visibility and condition, such coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to $1,000. Now, condition plays a huge role. The 1959 penny was struck in copper, 95%, copper and 5% tin and zinc, just like the classic wheat cents before it. But copper tarnishes easily, so finding one in pristine, red mint state condition is rare. Most 1959 pennies you'll see are brown or dull, from circulation, worth just a cent or two. What makes this even more exciting is how sentimental this coin is. The 1959 penny marks 50 years since the first Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, and it was the first to honor the Lincoln Memorial on the back, complete with a tiny image of the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial itself. It's the only US coin in history where a president appears on both sides, his portrait on the front and his statue on the reverse. That makes it historically unique and beloved among collectors. So while billions were made, not all 1959 pennies are created equal. A perfect strike, a full red luster, or a rare minting error could transform what looks like a common penny into a small fortune. Next time you spot a 1959 penny in your change, take a moment to really look at it. Check if it has that small D mint mark. Examine the date and lettering for any signs of doubling. And if it still glows bright red, untouched by time, you might just be holding a piece of history, worth far more than 1 cent.